Day 33. I'm getting ready to go to the camino. Okay, so that's the way out. Follow that bridge. This is one of those Puerto Marinos. Definitely follow the app because there's been some changes according to the descriptions. Anyway, so beautiful day. Foggy, a little bit high fog, and slept very well. This is a beautiful touristy town, and it survives solely on tourism. You can see that there not only there's a lot of hostels for the pilgrims, also a lot of hotels. So as soon as you cross a second bridge, another bridge, not yesterday's bridge, you enter this zone loaded with upcoming is eucalyptus forest. I love eucalyptus, so looking forward to that. This is a really nice, cool area. It opens up to a field. Isn't that nice? Tunnel of pines. Some kind of pine. Don't really know what kind of pine. I used to know the pines a little bit more when I was in California in the Sierras. But now there's ponderosas and I don't know what these are. These are thin, tall pines. Welcome to the new Camino. It is about 9 o'clock. I put in a few miles and don't laugh too hard, but yeah, that's my breakfast. Breakfast of champions. Lots of nice woods, gorgeous place. And this is the first place to eat in all that time. That's why you, me, and everyone in the world is here. It is what it is. Buencamino. The churches don't have a door open, but they do have a write-up. Iglesia de Construcción Mayor. I still stop and smell the roses. Beautiful church. Lots of these places, thank goodness, because there's so many of us. I think it's pretty cool. We got a cute little dog.
Destination point. And we were together, and it felt like we weren't even halfway at that point. Yeah, which was actually closer. But,
Sun's coming out. Yes, finally. I haven't seen the sun in 2 days. There'll be people in the front. There'll be people in the back. Ventas. Casa ventas. Casa this, casa that. Lots of casas. Guardia Civil, Spain's hardy workers. It's going to church. Look at all the baby eucalyptus trees. They farm them. Not sure what they get out of it. Maybe
Paper? I don't know. And I got my hug. You gotta go in there and the lady will give you a free hug. Yes, got my big hug. I needed that. Yes.
Now a good place for people watch. Next to a cemetery with a nice church. And it's open. I'm gonna go in. Just resting my doggies. Albergue Peregrino San Marcos. Palas del Rei. Not a bad place. I got a lower single bed. Everybody else got the bunk beds. I don't know how I got so lucky. I got here. Let's see, what time did I get here? Super early. Well, 2:30. Not very early, but for 15 miles, 2:30 is pretty good. So this is the outside backyard area. So I'm going to see if I can find myself a nice cold cloak.
That was a gorgeous day walking. It was 15 miles, and in the beginning it was a little bit of an uphill, then it was just up and down, and then it come halfway, it was mostly all down. So I was very happy. And lots of people out there, and I figured if I say one camino, they say one camino back. And to my surprise, I shocked them out of their, I don't know, they're kind of hypnotized walking sometimes. And if I say one camino, they're like, oh yeah, okay, buen camino. So I have a hamburger with fries coming. It is 3 o'clock, so somewhere between dinner and lunch. I had some fruit that I was carrying, so I had that when I got in. So, and I'm very, very happy that I have a lower one single bed, and the rest of the room is bunk beds. So I kind of lucked out on that. I guess it pays off to be first. And I don't know, how, as slow as I am, whenever I'm first on anything, it surprises me. But I can tell you the walk today was loaded with bars and small towns. And every time you look, they are all in there. So that's why I got to the burger first. Because everybody's out there having a good old time. Eating and anyway. Oh, and I also went to a church that I forgot to take a picture, but it was a gorgeous church, and the father was in there, and he welcomed me, and I told him why I'm doing the Camino and how special things are, and he was so nice to me. I really needed that. Gave me a big old hug and everything, so that was father for the church, and then I kept going with all kinds of smiles in my face. So I don't know what's for tomorrow, but I'll tell you later, and I'm just gonna hang out in town. I don't have any friends or anything that I know. I've seen some people that I'm familiar with, and we say hi to each other. There's quite a few of those, but I'm not really kind of hanging with anyone, having dinner with anyone, or so when the albergue fills up, I'll be looking around if I know anybody, and more than likely I won't, but that's okay. I started the Camino alone, and I'm gonna end it alone. When I get to Santiago, I'll see if I recognize anybody from my starting point there. So, it'll be nice to celebrate with some friends, but don't got it. We had talked about meeting some people there at different times, but I don't know. I'm going to be there early in the morning, Saturday morning, and I found out that on Sunday it's some holiday, something that starts Pentecost, I think that's what they called it. And it's a big holiday here. And I'm like, oh, great. So I wonder how busy that's going to be for that weekend. And if I am going to be able to get into church, because everybody's going to want to go into church for that. So that will be Sunday morning. I think at 11 o'clock they have Pilgrim's Mass, and I am going to see that. And but I'm going to stay Sunday. I already made reservations. I'm going to stay Saturday and Sunday. And on Monday, I'll walk towards the coast. So that's the plan. So I don't even know what today is, other than June 3rd. So I'll have to do some math and see. If Sunday is the 7th, the 3rd would be, what, Tuesday? Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to eat.